Where's Cage? Should I do that again?
The 100 is a massively popular science fiction series that ran for a grand total of 7 seasons on the CW, but was unfortunately canceled in August of last year, with the season finale taking place just last month. And considering how the show became a cult classic of sorts, its disappearance from the airwaves left a number of fans hurt and looking for ways to heal. But luckily for us, there are a multitude of hilarious on-set moments and bloopers which showed just how much fun the cast members had while creating the series we have all come to love so much. So whether you're in denial or just need something to hold you over until you heal from this hurt, stay tuned as we're about to explore some of the funniest on-set moments and bloopers from The 100. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Damn, Daniel. Our first moment is brought to us by Richard Harmon, who fans of the show will more likely know as John Murphy, the character that he portrays in the 100 universe. Murphy has a bit of a rocky start on the show, actually becoming one of the most hated characters in its inception. That being said, the showrunners somehow found a way to turn the tables on us all and make Murphy into a fan favorite. This was especially great for Richard, who was able to last an incredibly long time without fans calling for him to be killed off for being too annoying. A definite far cry from what we wanted in the first season. But to give this moment some real context, we'll have to travel back in time to the days of Vine, where a number of comedic videos were being shared among friends on a daily basis. Probably the most popular of these videos, however, was the Damn Daniel series, where a high school student had simply filmed his friend Daniel and said, "Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans." We know it sounds absolutely ridiculous that something like this would have gone viral, but 2016 was a simpler time. In fact, the Damn Daniel Vine video became so popular that even Ellen DeGeneres invited the teenagers onto her show to explain the relevance of the video. And this is what brings us to our first Murphy moment, where we see Richard Harmon dressed in full set makeup and wearing a blue cape straight out of the show, while he smokes a cigarette and rides around the set on an electric scooter. Someone in the background shouts, "Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the blue cape," which causes Richard to jump off the scooter and pose for the camera like Daniel would do in the original Vine video. No doubt about it, the man knows his internet history, and it's good to see that Murphy as a character is hilarious both on and off screen. Lola's insane energy. Fans of the 100 will know Lola Flannery as the real-life counterpart of Maddie Griffin, who was added into the series during season 4 and became a recurring character ever since the audience fell in love with her energy. But believe it or not, the 15-year-old superstar actually has far more energy than she shows when portraying Maddie, which can be seen from her insane antics on set. A great example of this can be found on the star's Instagram and was posted during the first day of filming season 7 of the show. In this small clip, we see Lola cleaning up the floor after having spilled soda all over, while her mom welcomes her back to the series. She walks away with a huge smile on her face, and after giving off a goofy laugh, poses with a downward-facing peace sign. So adorable. But this was only the first day, boys and girls. So you can just imagine how the rest of the filming of season 7 went. In fact, Lola could barely control her laughter most of the time, especially when performing any stunt that required her to be strung up with wires. In another viral clip, we see her trying her hardest not to laugh while performing a wire stunt, but failing miserably to do so. And last but not least, we have the behind-the-scenes clip of Lola lying on the floor and cuddling her best buddy Nala, her cute and excitable dog that could be found by her side most of the time when backstage. There's no doubt about it, Lola's insane energy must have made filming the series an absolute blast. Backstage Fur Babies. Speaking of Nala, she wasn't the only doggo that was allowed on set when filming wasn't taking place. Both Bob Morley, who portrays Bellamy Blake on the show, and Eliza Taylor, who plays Clarke Griffin, had a tendency to bring their little fur babies to work to keep themselves and the other cast members company when they all needed a bit of a pick-me-up. Although we must admit, with the amount of noise that Bob's little ones made on set in the video we saw, we're sure the production team must have found working with them around an absolute nightmare. But hey, at least the cast members were happy happy. Take 100. Probably one of the funniest bloopers from the show must be the compilation of the different takes it took for Sachin Sahel, who played Eric Jackson in the 100 universe, to get one specific line right. When talking about a state-of-the-art medical facility to Octavia, played by Marie Avgeropoulos, Sachin simply couldn't get himself in order. What made this hilarious is the fact that each and every screw-up would be followed by an uncontrollable laugh from Sachin and Marie, with Sachin then telling everyone to be quiet so he could immediately go into that line again, only to have it fall flat. But honestly, we can't blame you, Sachin. We wouldn't be able to remember the lines if we were looking into Marie's eyes either, so we forgive you. Talking Sky Crew. And while we're on the topic of Marie, we'd be doing you all a disservice if we didn't at least mention the clip that even she knew was going to be in the blooper reel for the show. As fans of the series will know, Octavia as a character had a pretty insane arc over the various seasons of the series, spanning from being on the run to becoming a queen of sorts. One thing that she had to deal with that the majority of the other cast members didn't have to, though, was having to speak a completely made-up language. Now, that couldn't have been easy. In this next clip, we actually see Marie struggling with the language and regressing into English by saying words that sound similar to be like and think like. She starts to laugh halfway through, which causes the camera to pan up and down, a definite indication that even the cameraman was unable to contain himself while filming her. And to top things off, Marie looks straight into the camera and says, "This is gonna be on the blooper reel and I hate you guys for it." The impossible knife flip. But this wasn't the only time Marie was hilarious on set for not being able to pull off a crazy skill that Octavia was written to have. Rather than speak a different language, Marie was told to burst through a metallic door and look incredibly cool while doing so by flipping the prop knife in a full 360 and catching it on its handle again. Might sound simple at first, but by watching the compilation of the times Marie broke into the room and then dropped her knife, it's clear to see that there was just too much going on in her head at the time. We probably couldn't even do it while standing still, to be honest, so I think we can all understand her visible frustration. Tasya's greatest fear. It's not just the cast members' mistakes that made it onto the blooper reel of the series though, which we can clearly see from our next clip, which involves the beautiful Tasya Tellas, who plays Echo in the 100 universe. Fans of Tasya will know that she has quite a strong aversion to bugs and creepy crawlies of almost any kind, so you can imagine her surprise when faced with what she thought was a real one within inches of her face. In this viral clip, we see another cast member hold out his arm towards Tasya's face while motioning that she look down at it. She stares down at his arm for a moment until the cogs in her brain click, causing her to realize that there is a bug super close to her. She then snaps herself to the right of the camera with a visible look of disgust on her face. Funnily enough, this wasn't even a fake bug. It was a tiny fake lobster that the cast member had brought onto set with the intention of scaring Tasya. The look of relief on her face afterward is hilarious, as it means that she was truly scared by a little plastic lobster. Clarke's upset. It was also during the running of the 100 that the showrunners learned that the one thing you can't control while filming is the natural elements. And unfortunately, it's Eliza Taylor herself who caused them to learn this lesson the hard way in one of our favorite behind-the-scene bloopers. In this scene, we see Eliza giving a motivational speech as Clarke, where she's trying her hardest to convince the masses that they are not only going to survive, but thrive. This is a classic moment from the show, which is usually followed by shouts of yes or Clarke's name. But before this could happen, we see Eliza jumping off the podium she's standing on while shouting, "Oh God, sorry." Anyway, that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're doing okay after not being able to watch the 100 anymore. See you in the next video.